Welcome to the Empowered Podcast with Deanna Merlino, an all-encompassing personal development show where I will be sharing with you just how to transform yourself into the best version of you, both inside and out. From wellness, entrepreneurship, spirituality, and manifestation, I'll be showing you exactly how to live your best life. I will be keeping it as real and raw as it gets. So get ready to peel back the layers and really transform yourself under the surface. Because nothing is better than finding your purpose and living this life as your true, authentic self. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Empowered fam. I hope you are all having an amazing day. Yesterday was the biggest day of my personal career, and I really needed to get an episode out, but I wanted to just sit with it for a minute and really let it marinate. Also ahead of time, sorry if you hear my son making a ton of noise. Russ is still sleeping from his overnight shift, and Christopher is out in his pack and play real quick, watching his show, but he's just chit-chatting up a storm today. We actually moved him into his big boy bed last night for the first time. And I thought he was going to be throwing a party. I thought I was going to get no sleep. He did not leave his bed at all. And he is so in love with his bed. So awesome transition. I'm hoping it sticks. I am confident it will now that we had last night's experience. But that is not why I'm here talking to you today. I am talking to you today to share about yesterday's experience and how magical it was and the importance of chasing your dreams. And so yesterday there was a day retreat that was hosted at the lodge on my family's magical land by a company called Beauty Boost. And if you're not familiar with Beauty Boost, they are a nationwide franchise. They do all sorts of motivating events and groups and sessions and workshops and retreats and all of that for women to collaborate and network. And it's a really amazing organization. This is my second time being able to partake in an event with them, because not only was I asked to be the opening keynote speaker, which is so wild. We'll circle back to that. I was also a facilitator, and I got to hold a manifesting workshop and session. And then unfortunately, one of the facilitators had to leave, and she was our closer, and she was going to run everyone through a forgiveness meditation. And so they asked me to step up to the plate and do that as well. And it went amazing. Everything that happens at the land just feels so natural to me. So everything I get to do, I was just honored. It was a very different experience for me from my retreats, because this was not my retreat. I was just, added to be there. When I have my retreats and with Brittany, we are very much holding space for everyone the entire time and have the responsibility of making the experience everything that they hope and dream and more. And with this, I just got to stand in my own energy and in my own power and get to be myself as a personality and not have to worry about holding space for everyone the entire time. So that was really amazing, and something Britt and I talked about to take into consideration for our retreats after next year, maybe not facilitating so much and getting to really just be with the guest and connect with the guest. And so we'll look back at that later, but I want to talk about this event where I was asked to be the keynote motivational speaker about, I got to choose my topic, and I picked chasing your dreams, because that is what I have been doing for more than the last decade. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't be here right now with you. I wouldn't have been there yesterday. I wouldn't be doing any of the things that I'm doing. I would probably still be at some job that I was miserable at. Actually, I would be a police officer, helping people in other ways, but truly not satisfying the real calling on my heart. And so I'm so grateful that I took this less traveled road, and will always encourage everyone to chase their dreams, whatever that looks like. That may not look like entrepreneurship for you. For me, it did and does. But whatever your dream, goal, job, life, experience is, chase it, truly chase it. We talked a little bit before about how at the beginning of this year, I set 3 goals, and those 3 goals were to begin networking and collaborating more, which is what I've been doing with Beauty Boost. I have, I think, 2 more events with them this year. And then to become a published author, which update on that as of today, we will have a launch date in October. I'll have that soon, where I am a part of a book collaboration with 21 other amazing and inspiring, successful women. We just picked our cover. Well, we're down to 2. So now I'm taking a poll on which cover to choose, honestly, because we want your input. This is as much about you all as it is about us. So if you follow me on Facebook, definitely go vote in my poll. And then lastly was to launch my speaking career. And not only did I launch my speaking career, but I was a keynote speaker, which is just mind-boggling. I mean, truly, I'm not surprised because I have been manifesting my life for years now. I have been committed and consistent and faithful and taking the action steps. But as this is all really unfolding for me, it really is mind-boggling. But this is also amazing for you because if I can do it, you can do it. So there's so much important in truly manifesting your dream life and truly taking the action steps to do so and putting yourself in the situations where you're going to get these opportunities and being open to seeing the opportunities in the things that you might not think has any relevance or any purpose, but everything is always unfolding for a specific reason. There's always a lesson to learn, a connection to make, a bridge to build, an opportunity to take. There's always something unfolding for you every moment of every day and every experience. So just have your eyes and your ears open to the things that are unfolding for you. But really, I just talked to these women, and there were about 60 of us who showed up, I want to say. So this was the largest retreat I facilitated at, hands down, the biggest group I've ever talked in front of. I would say that I did a really great job. I started a little nervous, which is natural. And then I found my groove and I truly stood in my power. I felt confident. I was standing confident. I spoke confident. I was speaking my story with truth and power and passion. And I invoked, is that the word? Evoked? We'll go with invoked. It might be wrong, but I invoked some tears. Everyone was clapping after. People were coming up to me, telling me how much my story resonated with them, like crying as they were talking to me. All day long, people were coming up and thanking me for what I shared. And I do not take it lightly. It was truly one of the most amazing experiences of my life. And just getting to do all of these amazing things on my family land that my dad built by hand is just so priceless. I really can't put into words how it feels. I'm just so grateful. None of this would have happened without him. None of this would have been possible without him. All of those 60-ish women that were there yesterday wouldn't have been able to be there and have that experience without them, without him and my parents. So without them, it's just such a beautiful blessing that came from the heartache of losing my dad to be able to carry on what he was doing with my twist, doing the calling on my heart and carrying on his legacy. His legacy. I'm not going to share my whole speech. It was 15 minutes long, but there's one part. There's 2 notes that I want to share with you. And it's that when my dad bought that land and built that place over 30 years ago, people thought he was batshit crazy. Like if you know Ellicottville, it's an amazing, beautiful little boutique ski shop town, and it is exploded. But that version of Ellicottville that existed 30 plus years ago is not the version that is in existence today. So everyone thought my dad was crazy, but he just knew. His intuition told him that that is where he needed to build. That is where he needed to be. And even though everyone thought he was crazy, he did it. And him and my mom, he built, and him and my mom ran an extremely successful lodging business. That lodge holds up to 59 people. Like we are talking big buildings, and he did it regardless. If he hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be able to do any of the things that I'm doing today. I wouldn't have grown up chasing my dreams in the way that I do today. I wouldn't have grown up watching him chase his dreams, giving me the freedom and the space and the courage to chase my dreams. If I didn't overcome my fear to start this podcast when my biggest fear was speaking to people, I wouldn't have had the ripple effect to affect any person that I've touched up until this point. I wouldn't have touched the people in 43 freaking countries. What are the things that you are meant to do that is going to change the world, that is going to leave your mark, that is going to affect the people, that is going to push the people, that is going to motivate the people, that is going to inspire the people to do the thing that's on their heart? Every decision that we make, every action that we take is creating a ripple effect in our world. It is adding either a positive or a negative mark on our world. And you not using your voice, you not sharing your gift, you not standing in your power is taking away from the collective power, because it's there for a reason. If you are not chasing your dream, you might not want to hear this, but you are being selfish. When you chase your dream and you do the thing, that desire that was given just to you, when you chase that, you are healing the world. You are healing the collective. You are doing the thing that you were meant to do. And so when you're scared, hold on to that. Know that it's not just about you. It is all playing a role in a bigger picture. We're all in this together. This isn't about me. This is about me doing my thing to hold space and plow the path for you. So truly, who is going to lean in and come with me in changing the world? Because it needs us now more than ever. I always hope at the base level that if there's anything that you get from me is that you are motivated and inspired to take one step closer to your dream life. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a village, and it takes a lot of consistent, inspired action over and over and over and over again. Are you willing to commit to your dream for over a decade? Because I was, and I am, and I'm not done yet. And I pray that you have the strength and tenacity and courage to do that too. I love you all so much. Thank you for always sticking with me and following my crazy journeys and seeing what I'm always up to next. I always appreciate it. I truly feel like I'm in this with you all, even though you're not here with me live. It means the absolute world to me. If you could take a moment and leave a 5-star and written review, even if it's just a sentence, maybe this episode sat with you. Maybe there's something that I'm doing that sits with you. If you could just take a moment, it would mean the world to me. I would appreciate it so much. It's going to help this podcast continue to grow and expand. And I truly just appreciate you for that. So sending you so much love. I hope you have the absolute best day, the best week. And I set the intention for you to take one step in the direction of your dreams this week. I love you all. See you next time. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. If you want to find out more, you can follow me on Instagram at Empowered with Deanna and my personal page, Fit Deanna Lolita. You can also visit me on my website, which is deannamerlinofit.com. Make sure that whatever platform you guys are listening on, please rate and subscribe. And this means so much to me. It's going to help get me out there to help so many other people. I'm so grateful that you're here with me on this journey of wellness and self-empowerment. I cannot promise that it will always be easy, but I do know that it will always be worth it. Stick with me, and together, let's start living as the version of us that we were meant to be. Because the world is waiting for your gifts, and you deserve to live the life of your wildest dreams and beyond. So friends, let's get empowered.